Oh! That's it! Daniel Dubois! Oh! Daniel Dubois! There he goes! Alexander Usyk!
Tell me, are you stunned by what you've just seen?
I'm not stunned. I know that he broke him down, right? He broke him down. He was patient. Then Dubois did, for me, looked better. Like landed some good shots in the beginning. It was going back and forth. And he got Usyk's attention, but he was patient. Feints, movement, footwork, it all came together for him.
I don't think we've ever seen Usyk fight with them kind of bad intentions.
Listen, he threw with bad intentions, and he wanted to get him out of there today.
He said in the press conference that he was going to win by stoppage. Are you hoping that he calls your name out?
I hope he calls me out.
Why do you jump in the ring?
It's not really. Let's let him enjoy this moment. He's worked so hard in camp, and now he's two-time unified undisputed champion of the world. This is his time to enjoy, and then after that, we can make some noise.
Where does he rank for you in the all-time list based on his accomplishments?
Top, real top.
Just not, oh shit! Dubois hurt. Ow! Dubois got knocked out. I just lost $10,000. $10,000. Ah! Dubois! Ah!
Hamza Shiraz just seen Alexander Usyk knock out Daniel Dubois. Are you shocked? I know you picked Alexander to win.
I'm not shocked at all. Usyk's an all-time great. After today, he's an all-time great. But yeah, man, what a fighter, bro, what a fighter.
You know, in the press conference, Usyk, for the first time ever, predicted that he'd win by knockout. He's never done that before. You think that may have been because of the pre-fight antics?
Maybe, but he had that cool, calm aura about him all fight week. I think Dubois was a little too fired up, but listen, he'll come back, he'll be a world champion again, there's no doubt about it, but he just come up against a man who's just different gravy, bro.
What did you learn from him as a young fighter yourself?
Who's that?
From Alexander. What did you learn from him tonight?
It's the first time I've actually watched him live. The mental pressure he puts on his opponents is crazy, and he does it very tactically as well. It's very smart.
Well, is what it is with that. I mean, that is my job, to try and promote and hype things up and get fighters talking. And I think, yeah, look, it is what it is. Not everyone's going to get my sense of humour. I make jokes about Daniel Dubois being unbeaten in rematches. He hadn't had a rematch, that's why that was true up until tonight. And he had a rematch, and Alexander Usyk is so good. God's sake, mate. I mean, who's going to beat him? Who can we find out there to beat Alexander Usyk? I mean, Tyson Fury's putting out videos saying he wants to do it. Matt Rich has just called out, could Dev Sani be the man to beat Alexander Usyk? I don't think I could. Jake Paul's faced off with him. I don't know what to think, mate. Joe Parker's next. Ajit Kabial's knocking about. His Excellency wants to see Moses Itauma. Maybe there's just no way to beat this guy. I think he's got 1 or 2 fights left. Yeah, he'll go down as an all-time great.
Just, you're talking about one of the great generational. I watched the first 2 rounds. Dubois looked really dangerous. Came out, backed him up, and then Usyk just decided, I can't allow him to back me up, so I'm going to go on the front foot and box aggressive here. And he knocked him spark out. Unbelievable. Just a true generational great.
Masterclass. We're watching one of the greatest fighters of all time here in Usyk. Fantastic. Punch perfect. Had it a lot to do. Put the fire out. And perfect punches. A master. All in all I can do is applaud.
I don't know if you know that, but Daniel turned up at half-baked tonight. Do you reckon that may have made any sort of difference?
So Daniel did a lot better tonight, but he was just in there with a generational great fighter, someone who's going to be remembered for the rest of history. We take your hat out to him. That's all he can do.
Incredible. Gutted, because obviously we want the Brit to win, you know, and the boy put up a good fight in there.
Do you think Dubois gave up there? He looked like...
No, don't do that. Don't do that to him. Usyk was really... I don't know what's even worse. He got knocked out. Do you know what I mean? But he went and he done what everybody wanted to see, which was him attacking in there. Yeah.
Alexander Usyk. Whoa! 5th round stoppage of Daniel Dubois. I'm in Las Vegas right now, getting ready for the Pacquiao fight. We're watching an all-time great. Alexander Usyk is an all-time great. He just dismantled Daniel Dubois, who's 27 and in his prime. Usyk, crown the man. I don't want to hear anything. No slander. All-time great heavyweight. Oh my God. Usyk stops Dubois in 5.
The boxing world was left in shock as Alexander Usyk once again proved his dominance, this time in a brutal rematch against Daniel Dubois. The fight, which many expected to be competitive, turned into a masterclass from the Ukrainian heavyweight champion, leaving experts and fans alike in awe, and some completely losing their composure.
No, I don't think it was one-sided. At the end it was. I thought Daniel gave a good account of himself in a couple of the rounds. But, you know, he's an unbelievable fighter, Usyk. Modern day great. And you've got to take your hat to him. In any generation, he'd be a great fighter. Daniel, I hope you can learn from it. But, you know, as I say, the better man won on the night.
Can I just ask you, I didn't see you on the front row. Where were you in that main event?
In the corner.
Okay, what were you saying?
Telling him to use his jab more. When he was doubling his jab and using his jab, letting his right hand go, he was having some success. But listen, it didn't happen. It wasn't his night. As I say, the better man won on the night. That's how it is.
Is he unbeatable, Alexander Usyk?
We'll find out. His next fight will be against Joe Parker.
Eddie Hearn marveled at Usyk's masterclass, noting how he reset after Dubois' strong start to dominate with elite movement and precision. Phenomenal performance, a true role model for fighters, he said, calling the stoppage proof of Usyk's brilliance.
Hearn, wow, interesting night, undisputed action. Alexander Usyk gets it done.
Unbelievable.
What did you make of the performance?
Just in awe of watching him, to be honest with you. I mean, it's such a great lesson and, I mean, obviously role model to all fighters, but the way that he controls a fight. So comes out for the first round. Dubois looks massive, strong, powerful guy. And the one thing you can't allow Dubois to do is get any confidence. You've got to take his confidence away. You've got to make him think. You've got to make him work. You've got to land a hard jab. You've got to make him question himself. And in that first round, Dubois comes out the aggressor, right? Big, strong, rough and tough. Puts Usyk on his back foot. You even see Usyk's face, you know, like he's really concentrating. Goes back to his stool. This is my interpretation of the fight. Where I mean, I think I'm right. And basically says to himself, I can't afford to let Dubois do that to me because otherwise it's going to be a long night. So I'm going to just take the middle of the ring now. I'm going to start pushing him back. Takes the middle of the ring, and it's like I was just saying to Nishant Dev. It's like the movement, you know, it's up, it's down, and it's like it's so draining. And the one thing you do, it's quite easy to do to Dubois actually, is just drain him over time as you take his confidence away from him. And then the second round, he just kind of flipped things round straight away. We started out before the bell in the third round, so I didn't see it, but obviously I saw the stoppage, and they say from the third round he just battered him basically. And like, Dubois is a serious fighter. Like, he's not, I don't think he's skill-wise up there with Usyk, but to do that and just stop him and batter him, like, just phenomenal.
Steve Bunce revealed Usyk's extra motivation against Dubois stemmed from last year's Fury rematch, where Dubois interrupted his emotional tribute to his late father. That venom wasn't typical Usyk, that was personal, Bunce said, explaining the champion's unusually intense performance.
To make a statement. Yeah, you saw him come out. I've seen him come out a lot over the years, and I've never seen him come out with that look of intensity on his face. And I found out why he was going to be like that a couple of days ago, and I told the 5 Live listeners tonight, and it sounded a little bit, and luckily I told the listeners before it happened, because I don't believe in coming up with stuff afterwards, because that's just after timing. I said that last year, and this is the reason I truly and utterly believe, and I said it before the fight, and I stand by it now. Last year, when he beat Fury for the second time, he was conducting an interview in the ring, and the interview was going well, and it moved on to his father, which is a really emotional subject with Alexander. And as he was explaining, and as he was tearing up, Daniel Dubois was shoveled into the ring to challenge him. And that's been playing around inside Alexander's head. Not the fact that Daniel Dubois is this or this or that or this, no. The fact that he interrupted Alexander Usyk talking about his beloved father. And I believe that was behind the venom and the savagery we saw tonight. Because that was almost not like Usyk, that was different level.
Ajit Caballel praised Usyk's masterclass, noting Dubois' early pressure before the champ's superior skills took over. "I predicted this. Usyk wouldn't need 6 rounds," he said. While open to facing Usyk himself, Caballel stressed Dubois, 27, still has time to rebound. He fought the best. Big fights still await him.
Alexander Usyk winning that fight, man. How do you see that fight?
Very big performance from Alexander Usyk. You know, I said this before. You know, Daniel Dubois come with the big pressure in the first 5-6 rounds, but Usyk is different. You know, Usyk have the boxing skills. He have a good boxing IQ. You know, he stop him. You know, and the fight beginning after 1 round, I say this fight, Usyk will not more fight 6 rounds with him. You will see it. And my coach say also this, and he stop him.
So what more can Alexander Usyk do now, man? He seems to beat everybody. I know you're waiting, but what more can he do in the game?
You know, this trash talk is, you know, the people love trash talk, but you know, I think when the fans will say Caballel is ready for Usyk, I'm ready. But all fans, the fans see the fight. You know, I am inside. The fans see the fight, but I think I need more support for the fight. You know, I think so.
What can Daniel Dubois do? Only 27 years old, fought the best. I'm sure the door's very open for him to fight in other big fights.
Yes, I think so. You know, maybe now we go to the home, stay with his family. Maybe after he go to the holiday 2-3 weeks and he come back. He's young. He's 27, 28. Why not? Everything is open for him.
Adam Smith hailed Usyk's sensational, ruthless performance, noting his steely ring walk intensity. He neutralized Dubois' jab immediately, just like with Joshua, said Smith, praising Usyk's footwork and aggression. While Dubois showed resilience in round 3, Smith observed Usyk's calculated dominance led to the 5th round stoppage.
I thought it was a sensational performance by Alexander Usyk. I think he came out with a steely intent. You could see it in his eyes in the ring walk. He was ruthless tonight. I think he had slightly the bit between his teeth. I think he wanted to make a statement. I don't know whether he was possibly irritated with 1 or 2 things. Daniel Dubois coming into the ring in Riyadh, maybe all the talk about the low blow in the first fight, wasn't it? I think he just wanted to show the world how good he is, and that's what he did tonight. He took away Daniel Dubois' best weapon, his jab, in the first 30 seconds, exactly like he did with Joshua in the first fight at Spurs. I thought he was brilliant in those first couple of rounds. His footwork was fantastic. He was aggressive as well as moving, and I thought he shook Dubois as well at the end of the second round. I thought Daniel did really well in the 3rd round actually to come back and landed a few right hands, but they were sort of partially blocked. Usyk never really gets hit flush. There was that other sort of low blow type body shot, exactly like the one in Poland, which they sort of shook off. And yeah, unfortunately, Daniel was trying to catch him with the right hand, and it was the right hand that led to the end for Dubois in the 5th round, where you know, the 5th round that he had all that success against Joshua. But unfortunately tonight it was about levels, and I thought it was a stunning performance, and the crowd just love him. And
Lennox Lewis praised Usyk's unbelievable technical mastery, highlighting his sharp counters, movement, and jab control. He agreed with Usyk's cornerman that Dubois started too aggressively, noting, "It's controlled violence. Speed beats power in these matchups."
Lennox, thanks again for your time this week. We've just seen Alexander Usyk produce a stunning 5th round stoppage victory over Daniel Dubois in the rematch. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, listen, he was unbelievable. He was on form today. He boxed great. He did the right things. He was counter-punching, and he was moving well, and he wasn't getting caught. And he started off with a jab, so what can you say?
I spoke to Alexander's cutman, Russ Amber, and he says he felt Daniel Dubois started a bit too fast, a bit too reckless. Is it a sort of a case of you're almost damned if you do, you're damned if you don't? They say you got to stick him on him, but then if you stick him on him too much, you leave the gaps?
Yeah, it's that kind of situation. It's a control violence basically, and control movement, making sure that you don't overcommit. And you know, you got to use speed more than power. So in this fight, it should have been more speed than more power.
There you have it. The pros' reactions to Usyk's dominant win over Dubois. Who's next? Fury? Joshua? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more elite boxing breakdowns. This is Boxing Hub. My name is Farhan, and goodbye.